hard to find the words for what this means for Penn State in your conference, but what does this mean for mid-majors? You guys and Stony Brook going to the CWS, that's huge. You're going to be fan favorites in Omaha.
Yeah, it's great. I'm very happy for Stony Brook. I'm glad that we're in different brackets. You know, I'd love to meet him in the championship game. I'm not sure ESPN would like that so much. I don't know about what that'll do for ratings, but I mean, just really watch them play, and man, they deserve to be there. They're a really good baseball team, and hopefully people that watched us play feel the same way. We're a very talented group of kids, but we play the game the right way. We play hard, and we play clean baseball today, and I felt like we deserved to win, and I'm just overcome. Don't really have a lot of words to describe.
Is there any better way to start a new winning streak?
No, there's not. And that was one of my fears. I mean, we hadn't had a meeting after a loss since April 25th. Last time we lost was Penn State, fellas. We got 20 hits and scored 4 runs at Penn State. They all shaking their head now, but they remember the post-game speech. That's the last time that we had a loss. So to lose last night, and Oregon had the momentum. They had a great crowd. We actually thought maybe the crowd wouldn't be as good today just because it was an earlier, on Monday, earlier start time, and it was a packed house. And again, can't say enough about the crowd, and they really supported their team. That's the loudest. I think it was louder than Texas. Our guys were saying that last year we played in front of 10,000 in Texas, and it was just, I don't know if it's the acoustics of that stadium or what, but it was really, really loud.
Open question to anyone. Obviously 3 close games. Oregon comes back in this game, ties it up. You guys talk about the feelings of being able to pull it out. Obviously the comeback win, I guess you could say, but also just going to the College World Series for you guys.
3 close games, yeah, they're definitely nail biters, but it makes it all the more fun when we pull them out. Even yesterday was a fun game, even though we came out on the losing end. Still, just being able to compete that close, knowing that every pitch, every swing means that much more.
Go ahead, in blue.
Derek, could you just walk us through that last play?
That last play, first thing I thought about was tagging up because I seen the third baseman kind of go and no one was covering third. Then I realized it was a shallow fly ball and everyone was kind of going for it, so I got off the bag and then I just took off. If they would have caught it, they would have probably doubled me up in second, but I just trusted my instincts and just took off and it just happened.
For all you guys, the one thing you had done prior to last night, the big innings, big 2-out hits, big hits in general. And then last night you left a lot of guys on base. Tonight, early on, you left a lot of guys on base. Maybe sensing that this was going to come back and bite you again, particularly a little bit last night. Maybe strict and talk to that.
Yeah, again, we had some chances to extend the lead early on. We had the 2-0 lead, bases loaded, 1-0, and Evan Campbell's up, and we bounced into a double play. So again, we scored a run, but it gave them some momentum, and again, it felt like last night all over again. It's same score, 2-0. You knew they were going to come back. I mean, they're such a good team, and they have such good approaches at the plate. You knew they were going to get guys on base and manufacture some things. And and when that ball went through the 4-hole to tie it up, you just hope we can get through it. And I think the biggest key to that game was Brian Clark gave up that hit to tie the game, but then he shut things down from there. He got us out of that inning, and then he came out in the top of the 9th and went 1-2-3. So that was the biggest key, that a freshman overcame that. A lot of people would have folded right there and put their head down, but Brian overcame that and gave us a chance. And as soon as Jimmy Ryder threw that 3rd out to first base in the top of the 9th, guys came in the dugout saying, "Let's go to Omaha." So we knew it was right there. Being the home team was an advantage for us, and great feeling watching Derek cross that home plate.
Can the players talk about that? Just the fact that, again, you've been a lot of 2-out hits, a lot of big hits, and then all of a sudden you weren't getting those, and the game's packed up.
It was definitely disappointing. I'm not sure what inning that was when we kind of left the bases loaded.
2 on in the first, 3 on in the third.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get a couple hits right there, that's a big lead that we have pretty early in the game. We have a lot of confidence with Skalina going out there with a big lead, being able to pitch a little bit more loosely, and that kind of just would have relaxed everyone else a little bit more, but I mean, it worked out for us in the end, so it's pretty good.
Steven.
Coach, George heard me saying that he thought that the coin flip that gave you guys home field, made you guys the home team, was really critical and really important. It felt like,
question, being the home team, I mean, that's, as soon as we flipped it right over there, and he called tails and it was heads. So the flip of the coin, we were very fortunate. You could argue that being the higher seed and hosting, that you should be home twice and flip-flop, but I mean, that's the way it is everywhere. You alternate the first two and then you coin flip. So we won the coin flip, and you know, it was a break. Certainly get the last at bat. There's no question there's an advantage.
Brian, just thoughts after giving up the hit to Healy and what's going through your mind as you then work through the rest of the lineup to get those 3 outs?
Just basically overcome it and come right back to my strengths, get the next guy out.
He's a man of a lot of words.
Jimmy and Derek, obviously you guys chased gold early, squared up a lot of balls. Can you kind of talk about how it's kind of difficult to acclimate yourself after seeing, kind of a staff day for them, not really getting acclimated to just one pitcher?
Yeah, I mean, it makes it tough as a hitter when they bring in different pitchers and you may see 2 different pitchers and 2 different at-bats, so you can't really get locked in on one. And both of the guys they brought out of the pen have 2 different styles of pitching. So, I mean, you just have to, as a hitter, you just have to kind of pick a pitch that you want to work with, or pitch a zone that you think the ball is going to come to, and that really helps you as a hitter.
What about here and here?
For Derek and Jimmy, Coach talked about how this game was similar to last night. When they made their rally in the 8th inning, how did you guys feel at that point? I mean, did you get that sinking feeling, or did you guys go into the dugout and talk it over? Can you take us through that a little bit?
At first, definitely it was disappointing. I mean, we were 6 outs away there. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then they come back and tie it up. But we've come from behind all year, and we had confidence that we could overcome it and get some big hits, get guys on, and push a run across.
Derek, at what point, obviously you go up to the plate looking for a hit, but at what point in that at-bat did you say, or did you say, I'm trying to work this guy for a walk? Did the count ever get to the point where you...
Oh, after I chased the high fastball that I think went to the backstop, I realized I'm not a home run hitter, so I better stay patient. And then he just really didn't throw me anything to work with, and I happened to get a walk, and then Evan sacrificed my inning over, and then Jimmy got the big hit for us.
Any other questions?
Jimmy, when you hit the ball left your bat on that game we hit, do you think it's going to land fair?
Not at all. I thought, that's a sure out, little looper. I wish I could have put more barrel on that and got it down the line or something. And as I was running, I saw it kind of, that's a good placement, can it get down? And then I saw it land. And it was a pretty good feeling.
Jimmy, how many times as a kid did you imagine hitting a ball into the sun as the game-winning hit?
Never, but I'll take it.
What was that dog pile like for you guys afterward? It looked like it took a little time for you guys to kind of get all the way down to the ground.
I think everyone's just in shock. I mean, when the ball first went in the air, and everyone probably thought it was an out, then it finally lands, and Derek was able to come around and score. I was just couldn't even describe the feeling. It was crazy.
Rick, it seemed like there was a pause in the dugout before everybody came out.
Well, I was playing defense in the dugout because I was thinking we can't go out of the dugout if we get a hit, and you can't be out in play when the ball's still in play. So I was on the top step, and I was kind of holding guys back, but I have to admit I went running out a little prematurely, and I got in the middle of that one. I haven't been in the middle of a dog pile since 1993, so I'm going to be a little sore tomorrow. But it was a lot of fun, and it's just a great feeling. And I do have to say it for the record, and I never say it to the guys because I always worry about jinxing them, but the dog pile scared me to death. They absolutely scared me. They'll wait for someone to get hurt, and I'd like us to stay on our feet to celebrate, but as long as no one gets hurt, that's fine. But man, they scared me to death.